we all doing? Yes, we're live in the Phantom Cave studio tonight, and where you are listening to The Enthusiast, where everything happens and most things do happen. You're listening to The Enthusiast. I'm Bradley Kelly, your host, and in this week's episode of The Enthusiast, new Moonstone Phantom Comics are coming back. As you can probably tell by the thumbnail right now, Moonstone Phantom Comics are coming back out in 2024. Yeah, baby, come on, let's go. And heaps more in this week's episode of The Enthusiast. God. The moment when I heard Moonstone Phantom Comics and Moonstone Publishing were coming back, I was just so psyched. I can't wait for 2024 to start. It's going to be such an exciting year. It's going to be so good, and it's going to be even as good as 2023. So stay tuned for the show. We've got a new segment. It's partially new. We've got a new segment. It is called the Quick Fire News. Few publications. We're doing this quick fire style. Few publications have released The Phantom issue number 1956, A Web of Lies, and issue number 1957, a new issue done for Jean Lafitte's Treasure. Few publications will also be releasing the next edition of the Collector's Replica special issue, also coming out this Thursday. And as I speak about it, this Thursday, it is coming out. It is coming out on the 23rd of November, so stay tuned for everything Phantom. And we also, in this quick fire... Yes, that was Garfield. I've been reading Garfield. As you can tell, I'm very funny at the moment. And we will be getting to having a look at the latest Phantom comic to have come out. So we're going to be getting to that. We're going to be having a look at one of the latest Phantom comics to come out in the last couple of weeks. I was going to try and read it today, but you get a bit busy sometimes. And yeah, the mustache. Okay, I've also got a new book to show you. Okay, so obviously in the last couple of weeks I haven't really been doing any live shows, and I apologize for that. But I sort of have been on holidays, and that's okay. And a couple of weeks ago I was talking about the Demon in the Tower. That issue, still haven't read it. Will be reading it very soon. Also, there will be a couple of Phantom comic book hauls, and obviously today there was a comic book haul video come out, and there also will be eventually there will be some more comic book reviews as well, which will be fantastic. Okay, so we have issue number 1956, Quickfire News. The Phantom number 1956, A Web of Lies. That's what the cover art looks like. And we're now going to be having a good old look at the latest Phantom comic, which is Jean Lafitte's Treasure. And that's what the book looks like. It's amazing. It's to a point. It's an amazing cover art. I like it to a point, as I just said. That is the latest cover art to come out by a few publications, and I was going to have a guess at who the cover artist was this week, and my guess was going to be Ivan Rodriguez, but no, it's not. It's not by Ivan Rodriguez. It is by a new artist. Yes. The front cover art has been done by Tadam. Yes, Tadam. It is done by, as I will say again, Tadam. And it's as I've said, it's Jean Lafitte's Treasure, and there's supposed to be also, this is what sort of the art looks like inside the comic, which is very fantastic. And now up Now, up in the next, coming up in this week's show. Also, shout out to the Australian cricket team. Yes, the Aussies have won. Shout out to the Aussie cricket team for winning the Cricket World Cup. Yes, I was watching it. I'm still amazed that it actually happened, and I'm still very excited. And coming up on this week's show, does the cricket have anything to do with the Phantom? Possibly, but is that going to be a news segment? Probably not. And coming up on this week's show, in the publisher news, we have Moonstone Phantom Comics are coming back. Yeah, baby. Yeah, boys. And we also have a new Phantom Cave announcement. The Enthusiast Times End of Year Specials. What could that mean for Phantom Cave reviews? And we also have a couple of news-heavy commitments on the creator news front. Bundaberg Art Gallery hosts a Phantom Art Expedition, and also there could be a new Phantom cover coming out by Grange Wallace. And I've got it up on the screen right here, and we're going to be talking about it very soon. We've also got merchandising news. We've got the Perth Mint to release a new Phantom coin. We've got new Phantom bust from Icon Collectibles out this December. And next up, let's get into the meaty goodness. In this week's publisher news, if you haven't heard in the last couple of weeks, and yeah, I'm sorry that I'm a bit late on this uptake, but if you haven't heard recently, Moonstone will be publishing Phantom Comics again. Yes. Yeah, get in there. Yes. I really didn't think that this day would come where we could eventually be able to say that, oh yes, new Moonstone Phantom Comics are coming out. And yes, they're coming out in 2024, which is just fantastic. It's just fantastic for the Phantom, for the character as itself, and to be able, Phantom fans, to be able to read new Phantom comics, especially in the USA, because there's been a lot of Phantom fans over very recently calling out to say, why isn't there a comic book, and why isn't there a Phantom comic book that is based in a publisher based in the USA? And now we have one, and now we potentially have one, and hopefully going to be releasing and publishing some new Phantom books in 2024, which is going to be amazing, as I've already said. And it will be, hopefully, maybe fans might see more Phantom covers by Doug Clawbar again, or maybe we might see other artists working on covers for the Phantom that we may not have seen before, which will just be amazing because they'll act to the surprisement of the Phantom. The Phantom covers by Moonstone Publishing. And to top it all off, I cannot just believe that this is actually happening. And to top it all off, Moonstone Publishing will be doing a cover competition for fans and artists to enter, which is pretty fantastic. It is just pretty fantastic. It's all purple around today. We got the Phantom t-shirt going on, and you can now watch my show, The Enthusiast, on Anchor and Spotify. The Enthusiast where the passion for the Phantom doesn't waver. New episodes weekly on Tuesdays, and I will also be putting a link to the podcast in the description down below. And before we have the Phantom Cave announcement, I'm just going to take a drink. In the Phantom Cave announcement this week, the Enthusiast Times End of Year specials. At the end of this year, I will be recording 2 new specials coming to Phantom Cave reviews on YouTube, which will be fantastic and is going to be great for the end of the year, and it's even going to be even greater because we're going to be having a all-out Christmas Day special coming out very, very soon at the end of this year, and we're also going to be starting the year great in 2024 with a very, yes, I can't hold this in anymore, a very New Year's special. Oh, no, there wasn't any dad jokes harmed in the making of that sentence. Oh, God. I will also be making this year's edition of the top 10 best Phantom comics and the top 5 best giant-sized Phantom covers, also coming out soon as well at the end of the year as well. It's going to be a big end of the year, so stay tuned for more Phantom comic book and Phantom specials to come out by Phantom Cave Reviews and your host, your brilliant host, Bradley Kelly. And in this week's Creators News, Bundaberg Art Gallery, yes, we're not talking about Bundaberg rum. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Bundaberg Art Gallery has over the weekend hosted a new Phantom art expedition, with the art gallery now featuring major Phantom artists from the past and the present. The expedition also features exclusive panels, artist signings, and Phantom memorabilia. When this expedition was starting, and in the last weekend, if you went on the opening day, you could go to exclusive panels, artist signings, and to see Phantom memorabilia. And also, it's a great thing that if you're close enough to Bundaberg, you can actually go and have a look at some Phantom artworks. Like always, it's a great thing to always be doing this, but in like a regional town where maybe there's not as much things to do, I've experienced from that. Sometimes when you're in a regional town and you don't have much things to do and you don't have really that much things going on, something like this and having an art gallery focus wholly and solely on something, and then it may then eventually, while this expedition is going on, it may draw out some younger Phantom fans. It may be that thing that gets people to an art gallery and experiencing what the Phantom has to offer and what the Phantom actually looks like, and some of the art that has to do with the Phantom, and some of the great Phantom memorabilia that is currently at this expedition and currently at this art gallery. I see this as a very, very big thing for the Phantom. I say this as a very, very big thing for regional towns to get around. Because if you do not have big stuff, if you do not have big events going on in regional towns, it starts to get a bit boring and starts to get a bit repetitive. Like it's the same with when you have the Christmas carols coming up. They're always fun and people always look forward to them. And say if you have a Phantom expedition, and maybe if it doesn't go annually, if it doesn't go every year, at least if it goes a one-time offer with a Phantom in an expedition in a gallery, I think it would be pretty cool to go and see. And I think it might even bring out even new audiences to start reading the Phantom. And I think that's also one of the reasons why few publications has been at this expedition as well. And as I've just said, it is also been reported that few publications has been in attendance, with Glenn Ford making the trip to Bundaberg to see the Phantom exhibition and also to be involved in the opening day. We had other artists, not just with Glenn Ford, but we also had Paul Mason was there, Shane Foley was there, his original art was also there, and a whole lot more at Bundaberg Art Gallery. And it's just, it was great to see on Facebook. It would have been even better to be there, but I obviously wasn't there. So yeah, I was literally Bundaberg. I was literally in the same state last week, and I didn't really go because from where I was to where Bundaberg was, it was probably kind of a couple of hours, 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, it's not much. Car drives are not really that much, but yeah, it would have been great to go see. And obviously this Phantom expedition in this gallery is also going to be running until February, which will be even greater to see. Maybe they might get new audiences to go and have a look at the Phantom and to go have a look at the art. And that is all. And you can now get 14% off on all things Hermes Press with the code Enthusiast 2022, all in one word. Whether you're looking for something new to read on a hard day's afternoon, or you're just looking for something to add to your collection, like mine, or something even bigger than mine, there's always something for you to find at Hermes Press. And obviously you'll be able to type that code into their website, and hopefully it will work. It will work. In the merchandising news this week, the Perth Mint will be issuing a new silver Phantom coin, and it also looks like it's topped off with awesome sauce all over it. Yes, this Phantom coin looks amazing. This Phantom coin and the coins that Perth Mint are putting out at the moment, and the Perth Mint coins that are currently in circulation and people are now buying, do look fantastic. And another thing that will soon be coming out for Phantom fans from Icon Collectibles in Australia will be a new full-size Phantom bust. That will be available from Icon Collectibles, and if you are fast, you can still pre-order as fast as the Phantom runs, as quick as lightning. You can still pre-order it now and receive it in the mail when they start shipping the new Phantom bust. If you pre-order it now, it will probably be shipped in early next year in 2024, as we wonder what 2024 has in store for us. We will wait with excitement on what else could happen on the future developments for the Phantom and our character as a whole. Oh yes, and also before I forget to say, Grange Wallace has officially shared what looks like to be a new cover designed by Grange Wallace. It has the Phantom absolutely karate kicking the living daylights out of this poor, unconcerning bad guy, and he's left with a skull mark, and probably the next dude after him that also has a gun, which isn't going to go well with him. It never goes well with bad guys that have guns. No, it never goes well. And are you excited about Moonstone Phantom Comics coming back soon? I'm definitely getting very, very excited, and I can't wait to see what might come out. And if you enjoy Phantom Cave reviews, you can always consider subscribing to see more great videos like this. And as always, keep phantom caving, stay safe, and we'll see you next time on the show next week. Bye!